medial to lateral glide. And I put medial to lateral glide next because it's done from the same doctor position as the LAD. And then all of the other ones are a little bit different. So what I mean by that is this. We did LAD from inside the patient's axilla. Right? We're going to do medial to lateral glide from inside the patient's axilla. So let me have you cover your chest. All right. So there's my same subaxillary stabilization. There's my same contact near the humeral head, but this time I'm going to slide it down a little bit more, and this hand's going to get really high up in the axilla because my direction is medial to lateral. So here's my actual procedure. I'm going to distract. I'm going to apply counter force with my hands, and I'm going to spring. This hand's going medial to lateral. What I meant by that was this. Distraction was the whole joint being pulled apart this way. The counter force was this hand went this way and this hand went that way. By doing that counter force, what you do is you take the humeral head laterally. That takes out the joint slack. And then finally you finish it off with a little push, push, push. All right, one more time. So it's this. Here's my hand contacts. Distract, counter force, spring, spring. Yeah?
No, what about the fact that your body is moving also? I mean, you can't, you don't breathe.
There's this, when you say moving, I mean, yes, her shoulder girdle's going to slide a little bit. I need to take that slack out, so that's part of the process. So yes, there's going to be a little bit of slide of the body. There's going to be hopefully all the joint slack removed as part of the creating the tension. And then by the time I take all the tension, the only thing that should be left is mostly moving the humeral head and then maybe a little bit of body. Intergenu looks very similar to this. I'm going to traction your elbow with my knees. Okay. I'm going to come in above her elbow if I can. The hand contacts are exactly the same. Lower, upper in the axilla. Distract, counterforce, spring, spring. Okay. So medial to lateral glide. Let's go right into A to P and P to A. So, remember I said the subaxilla is different for all the rest? Well, here it is. This time it's going to be on the medial side of my arm. I'm going to come in with both hands together this time. I'm going to distract. I'm going to lean A to P. There's my joint slack, and then it's spring, spring. Distract, pull P to A, spring, spring. So I did A to P glide, then P to A glide. I could do it intergenu. I'm going to traction your elbow with my knees. I'm here, two hands together, distract, push, A to P, spring, spring, distract, pull P to A, spring, spring. Any pain or discomfort? Good.
Is there any advantage to doing intergenu for A to P, P to A? It doesn't really seem
Well,
like...
not with her. I mean, if I were doing you, I'd probably want to go intergenu because you have a much bigger upper extremity. With her, I would probably stay with subaxillary.
Dr. Good,
Yeah.
there's no